All praises to the Most High Yahuwah, and all praises to Yahusha, the one that lived for us, died to his flesh for us, then died on a stake for us to use the Ruach Hakodesh, as we do about this time. You know what that was? Me quickening the Ruach Hakodesh. Now, welcome back. If you're a regular here, welcome back. Man, it's been such a journey. And if you're new here, stick around. I have some more info for you. And pull up. Have a seat. Man, I'm about to get into this discussion. And also, if you have any, discrepancies with, or you disagree with anything that I have to say, just hop in them comments. I am willing to listen, read, understand, and learn. And also, I will create videos based on what you guys are speaking on. But right now, I have a perspective that most people probably, I ain't gonna say all of y'all, I'm gonna say most though. Most people don't understand this. Not at all. So I decided to bring it to light so that you may put it into practice. Okay? Now, what I've been noticing, because I do watch YouTube, but I've mainly been out here practicing for myself as well. All right. For all those that, claim that they are victims of circumstances or just certain circumstances, I want to enlighten you, okay? I'm going to enlighten you. And this is a down-to-earth conversation. I'm not going to the word for this one, even though a lot of the stuff that I do have to say does pour from the Spirit of the Most High, and it does align with the word. And if it doesn't, and you see that it doesn't, correct me. However, I digress. Let me give you a scenario. Male and female, because this is for both of y'all, all right? I want y'all to hear me out and hear me well. So, you meet somebody, and you guys find each other very attractive, very appealing. You go out. You get to know each other. And let's say that you guys get to know each other for about maybe a month or two. Maybe. Or even just first link, right? And then you commit to fornicating, all right? So that is a commitment. Fornicating is a commitment, whether you know it or not. And you guys, you guys bear a child, or like she gets pregnant, the woman, you get pregnant, man, you get her pregnant, and y'all have a back and forth about keeping the baby or whatnot, right? And don't get it twisted, y'all. We've all been through, things that we're not proud of. But I'm just gonna give you the scenario anyway. And let's say that y'all couldn't come to an agreement, and so the woman, you decide to go off and do whatever it is you choose to do to, delete the situation. And then we have the male who wants it, or let's just say vice versa, the male doesn't and the woman wants it, right? And so now you guys, you frivolously decided, all right, y'all in a heavy disagreement. You do whatever it is that you're gonna do. Situation doesn't work out because y'all didn't do things in line with the Most High, right? So Yahuah, unbeknownst to you, men, because I'm talking to you right now, and also I'm gonna talk to the woman too. But unbeknownst to you, the Most High has allowed her to defy and disobey you. You, as the man. He because you fornicated. Because you fornicated. Because you disobeyed Yahuah. Yahuah's commandments. You guys weren't married when you got to know each other. And she gets mad, upset. Let's say she decided to keep it. And she gets mad and upset with you. For you women that get mad and upset that the man wants to leave, doesn't want to keep it, but you wanted to keep it. So my scenario goes for both people, both parties. The scenario can go either way. You want to know who the biggest victim is in that scenario? The all-knowing, almighty Yahuah. One, y'all create victims because you didn't want to commit to each other. You didn't want to solve men, or the man that is in this situation that did not want to marry the woman after he fornicated with her. He is now subject to dealing with whatever BS that she ran to put him through. Okay. For the woman that decided to fornicate and doesn't want to get married or didn't want to commit to the situation, you ran to go through the BS that this nigga about to put you through. Unbeknownst to y'all, the Most High's like, he's crying his heart out for y'all, but also for the unborn child. The one that, you decided you didn't want to take responsibility for. Because in my head, if you are willing to pipe her down, If you are willing to put that pipe down the drain, then you're willing to take whatever comes with that. You're willing to take the responsibility. And that's in my head. Not everybody thinks like that. But you willing to enjoy yourself, both male and female. Y'all willing to enjoy yourselves. You're willing to commit to the enjoyment. And then when a baby pop up, y'all want to get quiet. Or when the pregnancy test come back positive, you want to get weird now. Everybody wants to get weird. You wasn't weird when you decided to lay up together. Y'all wasn't weird when y'all decided to get committing to act. You wasn't weird when you decided to fornicate at all. Nobody was. This goes for me too. I ain't talking to just y'all. But basically what I am saying is, when you decide to be disobedient to the Most High, and He allows you to go through whatever it is you're going to go through with whoever it is you chose to do whatever with, don't be upset. And don't play the victim. This is one scenario, y'all. I notice that people like to pick up that word and they're not using it for self-correction or self-modification. They are using it, from what I understand and see, to plead the blood of Jesus, or to prosperity gospel and soothsay themselves into prosperity. Knowing good and dang old well, ain't nothing prosperous about you. Because if you were wanting prosperity, you would be obedient. And then for the fact that, you claim to be a victim, but y'all didn't get married before you decided to fornicate. And then even after you fornicated, you still didn't want to commit to this individual. And let's say one does want to commit and the other one doesn't. You didn't figure this out before you fornicated. Y'all just wanted to get it out the way. And you know who the biggest victim is? That unborn child and the Most High. The Most High is the greatest victim because He has to watch that stuff. He has to watch it, even though He, time and time again, has given verses to protect us from making poor decisions. And I ain't saying this to get on y'all, man. And I'm not saying it like I'm going through this, because I'm not. Not now, anyway. I'm just making you aware that when y'all read that word, stop trying to read it to correct somebody else. I normally read the word to correct myself. Enlighten folks. Like when I read it or to y'all, I want y'all to be enlightened. Seek ye the kingdom of heaven. Second, do unto others as you would have them do unto you, and the rest shall follow. Are you honestly doing what you would have another do unto you? If you fornicate, commit to it, and then don't commit to the rest of it. No, you're not. You're not. None of us are. Now me, I've been guilty, so I know that this ain't something that everybody would like to hear. You know, you don't want to give up that good old good. You know, you don't want to give it up. And then for you women, you know, some of y'all, you know, you want a man, but the man don't want to commit, or some of you women don't want to commit nowadays. Y'all just want the offspring. Some of y'all. And when I look at it and I see it, and then I see people online giving a soothsay about you about to be prosperous and this and that. What if the Most High is trying to protect people from you? Why are you soothsaying for somebody else, or even just trying to, you know, judge? Because people use the word to commit judgment or condemnation. My fault. Condemnation. To point a finger, but nobody doing this though. Nobody saying, how's my relationship with Yahuah? How is my relationship with Yahusha? How is my relationship with them? You know, you have to ask yourself that question. Because if you don't, he's just gonna look at you like, yeah. So you thought it was okay for you to, you thought you was just gonna get out scot-free out of that situation? Nah, I got something for you. So now, like, let's say for the committed man that wants to deal with the rebellious woman, now he like, well, dad, she's not being obedient. She don't want to do what I asked her to do, and this and that. Did you do what the Most High asked you to do? Huh? Did you do what the Most High asked you to do, which is not fornicate? No, you didn't. You decided you wanted to do what you wanted to do. And you got to accept every bit of bitter consequence that come with that, or reward. And then you have to take responsibility. Did this woman want to marry you? If she didn't, or she just became even more rebellious after the fact, all she just wanted to do was have a good time. And then if the situation got any worse, get rid of delete the situation. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I ain't trying. And no, I'm not categorizing neither one of us. All right, y'all, because we are all capable of all. However, y'all don't know who the biggest victim is, which is Yahuah. Yahusha is the greatest victim. He had to suffer for our disobedience. He had to suffer for that. And then you're going to make an unborn child suffer for your lack of discretion and your lack of discernment, because you chose, because you made the choice. And then want to complain about it. Oh, these men don't want to take care of their kids and this and that. No man trying to hear that now. And then for you men, man, she acting now. She don't want to, she want to be out here in the streets and this and that. Nigga, you didn't marry her. Like, nigga, she's for the streets. If you didn't marry her, if you didn't commit to the situation, no. And even if you wanted to get married, you should have got made the attempt to understand how much that woman values you before you decided to fornicate. Yeah. Yeah, and so now we're all out of whack. We all out of order. But the biggest victim, the Most High Yahuah, cause he don't want to send us to hell. He gotta send us to hell. The ones that want to continue doing what they want to do anyway. I'm not saying all of us. The ones that, have self-awareness. The ones that have self-awareness, yeah. But picking up that Bible and using it to soothsay yourself into prosperity, or to soothsay others into prosperity, and saying God said, or God is gonna do this for you, or God is gonna do that for you. Thankfully, y'all not using this name, because that's really gonna be a heresy. But Yahuah would rather you learn about his emotions and feelings. And his biggest way of teaching you is to allow you to go through what you're putting him through. You want to be disobedient? Yeah, all right. I got something for you. Are you going to come to me? Are you going to repent? Are you going to change your behavior after I do this to you, or allow this to happen to you? And I ain't saying, because I'm not saying that everybody's cursed, because you can't fix it. You can fix it. But it takes the willingness to cast away the world. You really have to cast away worldly behavior. If you do fornicate, do get married to the person you fornicated with. And if you're fornicating, make sure that there's somebody you actually want to be with. So then, no harm, no foul. However, you make sure. Otherwise, it's going to go left. And if you're putting this person that you're fornicating with over the Most High, by not committing to the individual or not cutting the individual off, because you're going to have to do one or the other. You're either going to have to commit to them, or you're going to have to cut them off. And the Most High is going to make that clear for you. Now, if Ha-Satan, Ruach Ha-Satan, gets a hold of that individual because they're super worldly and don't want to commit to anything, want to live their life irresponsibly, don't really want structure, don't want no correction, you got to cut that person off, regardless of how much you love them. You do. Because that means if you don't want to cut them off, that means you're putting them above Yahuah. You're putting their ways over his ways, which is why you're suffering through this person's disobedience, because you're being disobedient. You're not a victim. Don't pick up the word and say, Psalms give me peace because I read this little piece of Psalms after the girl that you was messing with hurt you, and she done disrespected you. She don't want to deal with you and all that stuff. Now you want to preach the Psalms, and you women, y'all do the same stuff. Y'all will preach the Psalms, talk about, yeah, the Most High, he saw you. You don't mess with good people and da 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 da. Was you being good to the Most High Yahuwah? Was you? Because I know I wasn't when I was in those situations. I wasn't being good. I was being good to my flesh. I ain't gonna hold you. I know what I was being. Lascivious, lustful, a fornicator. Yeah. We all like, and you pay the price for it. Like, but don't be upset when you pay the price. Don't be upset if you're not married and the woman decides she wants to go mess around. Don't be upset. You be upset if you done actually committed to the individual. Now you got those that did get married, but did you discern before you married that individual what type of individual this was? And a lot of times we don't discern who we're dealing with. You know, we walk around with rose-colored glasses on. Then we want to play the victim like, oh, I done got hurt and da 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 without saying to yourself, well, I allowed it to happen. Women too. You women. Some of y'all. You men. A lot of y'all too. I ain't picking sides for that. I'm not. Because we're all guilty. You want, and like I said, your biggest victim is the Most High, and you don't even know it. Y'all hurting his feelings. He wants the best for you, and you shun him. It's just like your kids telling you, "Nah, I don't want to do such and such and such." And then when you chastise them, they still want to do what they want to do, and then all of a sudden, I'm in a bad situation right now, and your kids try to get you to get them out of the situation. I'm like, I ain't about to clean. They like, I ain't about to. You gonna be like, I ain't about to clean up your situation. You gonna be like that. Well, that's how the Most High is. I ain't about to clean up this mess for you right now. You need to sit in this. Y'all think the Most High going for your poor decision making? Nope. And I'm talking to you people that are single, or you people that are in relationships and not married, and then wondering why the hell you're going through what you're going through. Don't wonder why you're going through what you're going through. You're going through it because you didn't get married. You're going through it because you have no covering over your life. You're going through it because you allow your flesh to be disobedient. You didn't have any self-control. And then you didn't make the effort to get to know whoever it is you're trying to mess with. So now they treating you any kind of way, just like you treated the Most High any kind of way. Me too. I'm guilty. I'm just as guilty. I'm just saying. I done it. I ain't doing that now. Right now, I'm just giving you a perspective. You victimizing Yahuwah, and then you really victimizing Yahusha, because he the one that gave us the spirit to discern things. He the one that gave us the comforter. But don't ask for no comforter after you done made the poor decision. The Ruach HaKodesh ain't about to comfort you after that. Like, oh, for real? Oh, nah. Nah. I mean, I might be here, but you done grieved me. I'm not about to comfort you. I need comfort right now. That's how the Ruach HaKodesh look at y'all and me. Now it's like, oh, well, I need comfort now. You ain't gave no genuine repentance. You don't care. You walk around fearless. You know, you walk around hopping from one chick to the next or one dude to the next. And then claim to be a victim because you didn't discern. Both of us, like males and females. Like I said, I ain't picking a side. And then you victimizing the children, but those aren't your biggest victims. Your biggest victim is the one the one that's eternal. That's your biggest victim. Yahuah is your biggest victim. None of y'all don't even realize it. Nobody realizes it. He's the biggest victim. He got emotions and feelings that go ignored. Y'all think just because he's all powerful that like it's supposed to roll off his shoulders, or that he's supposed to send comfort your way or answer prayers. You know, everybody wants to ask him for stuff and, you know, pray for prosperity or development. And remember what I said, relationships rule the world. Your relationship with the Most High is the biggest ruler of your world. Yeah, you can get what you want out of the situation. You can. Through selfishness or ego and all that stuff. I think the Most High going for that. Yeah, all right. He'll let you have it for a time until your eternity come up. You want the tree of life now. By this time, you done sullied yourself so bad that you can't repent. You don't even know how. Some of y'all, reprobate minded, don't even, unaware that you even wrong altogether. Or you'll figure out ways to justify whatever it is that you went through. Or you'll create a way to become a victim and say that the Most High gonna get you and this. The Most High not trying to get nobody after you done. No. Nah, you gotta sit in this. I ain't doing nothing. That's how the Most High looking at y'all, and me too. If I was to commit acts like this, and I have, and the Most High has done me like that, He done chastised me bad. I'm just making y'all aware. I'm just making you aware. He done chastised me bad. But you know, I use the word for self-correction. I don't use it to condemn nobody, because I don't like that. That's not the purpose of the word. The purpose of the word is to condemn your flesh. Condemn your flesh. Condemn the world. The behavior. That's what I mean when I say condemn the world. Like, condemn the behaviors of the world. Want to know what I've learned as far as being double-minded goes? Being double-minded is like you're causing division in your own self, in your own flesh, your own soul. On one hand, you want to do, you want to do what you want to do, and then you also got the things of the spirit that you're supposed to focus on. Because He tells us to focus on the things of the spirit if we are not occupied. Focus on the things of the spirit. Don't focus on the things of the world. And most people, they'll create a narrative or an excuse or a reason to excuse themselves. You know how many times I done heard people say, "Oh well, I don't celebrate holidays, but my kids, or I don't celebrate stuff like this, but I do it for such and such." And I said this before. The Most High don't care about your intention. He don't care about my intentions. All he cares about is my obedience. That's what the Most High cares about. Are you being obedient? That's it. That's all he cares about. And if you're not being obedient, guess what? He doesn't. At this point, yeah, your heart. Now he'll make an exception for. He may make an exception for your intent, maybe. It's probability. I mean, he may. He done made exceptions through the word before, so I wouldn't be surprised if he did. Just to get you back on the path of righteousness. Because that's what it all boils down to. People are unrighteous, lazy, not willing to conform, disobedient, rebellious. And when I look at it and I see it, because I see it, once you give Hasatan jurisdiction, or you give those evil spirits jurisdiction over your vessel, they're gonna play their part, and you're gonna crash out. I mean, I'm just saying, y'all. The biggest victim, when you sitting here picking up the word, trying to point the finger and talk about the Most High gonna protect me and this and that, knowing good and dang on well, the Most High probably trying to protect people from your ass. Excuse my language. Shoot, the Most High could be trying to protect people from me. He might not be protecting me at all. He might be protecting people from me. But discernment needs to be used. I'm not all peaches and cream, and neither is anybody else. Like, so when you get up here and you want to preach about the word and all that stuff, like even me, if I'm sitting here and I'm preaching about the word or talking to y'all about what I read or how I perceive the word, I'm not exempt from judgment. I'm not exempt from condemnation. I'm not. He could find something he could probably find something that I'm doing wrong, and I'd be just as condemned as I would think somebody else should be. But you never know. So it's like, stop being a soothsayer. Stop trying to make people feel more special than what they really are. And start concentrating on Yahuah's emotions and feelings. Seriously. Y'all talking about y'all victims out here, you women and you men that claim to be victims. The ones that get took into court because they done cheated or done and it be some other stuff too, just fornicating with the wrong type of individual. Fornicating with women that ain't got your best interest at heart. vice versa, men, women fornicating with men that ain't got their best interests at heart. And then when when it all hit the fan, because it do hit the fan, everybody want to cry, or everybody want to say, "Well, this should have been done to me," or you're a single baby mama now that got like 2, 3 kids, or sometimes one child and don't know how to deal with it, or vice versa. You got a male that he done got his kids aborted, or he's going through it with a baby mama that don't want him to see his kids. Yeah, I said baby mama. I didn't say wife. Y'all going through it because you did not